The question is, around 250,000 Americans will get married this year, partly because Jonathan Badeen forgot to turn on his bathroom fan. How? I'll read that again. 250,000 Americans will get married this year, partly because Jonathan Badeen forgot to turn on his bathroom fan. How is that?
I love questions like this. We've got nothing to go on at all.
Nothing.
250,000?
Yeah.
Is he like a character in a sitcom or something? Is this like a joke that's like a running joke for somebody?
Okay, how many Americans are going to get married every year? Is that all the Americans? Like how many? Okay, what's the population of America? It's like
330?
300 million, isn't it?
It's a little more than that, but something like that, yeah.
So is that all the weddings in America? Or is that just like a subset of them?
That's got to be just a subset.
It's not all the weddings in America.
Okay.
Can you give us the name of the guy again? David?
The name is Jonathan Badeen, was it?
Badeen, Badeen. Hanny, have you written the Wikipedia article on that?
No, I haven't written the Wikipedia article on this.
So if you don't turn your bathroom fan on, you get mold. So they're getting married because he has a moldy bathroom?
That's why I always get married. Whenever I see mold, I'm like, just need to tie the knot. I'm thinking about things that could be a subset of marriages, like courthouse weddings versus weddings in churches, or like weddings on the beach.
Weddings in Vegas.
Weddings in Vegas?
Because you don't need much of a license to do it. So, like, weddings... is the reason that weddings in Vegas are allowed as, like, snap with no waiting period is because... it's because someone had a moldy bathroom. I don't know where I was going with that.
Or, you know how you can get certified to marry people online? You, like, pay $10?
Oh, yeah.
But he can't do 250,000 on his own, right? That's...
Oh, no, but I wonder if there are enough... What was that church? The Church of Universal something. I can't remember the name. I'm sure my producer will tell me in a minute. But there is a church where you can just sign up online, get ordained as a minister. And then, yeah, $10 later, you can...
Yeah,
technically...
like his bathroom was going mouldy, and so his wife left him, and he decided to turn it around and become the head of the Universal Church of marriage license giving. And now 250,000 people in America get married every year.
Well,
I'll give you a clue. It's not mold, but Jenny, you're the closest so far. It's a consequence of something that happens if you don't turn on the bathroom extractor fan. What else happens in the bathroom?
Steamy.
Gets steamy.
Can't see a thing. So someone wrote a note to... did someone write a note to him, like on the mirror,
on his mirror,
and it got steamed up? I don't know. Just thinking. But more on those marriages. This is kind of beside the point now. But do you have that? Where you can just sign up and get ordained?
I think that church, I have it as like Universal Life Church. Thank you to David, the producer. Costs about $40, and 84% of all ministers in the world are ordained with the Universal Life Church.
In the world?
In the world, because their requirements are pretty limited.
But it's just one of those things where tons of people do it. Like, I have tons of friends that do it so that they can be the officiant at weddings.
Yeah. Oh, I know someone who's done that.
To use as a fun fact. But now I feel like it's so mainstream that it's about as fun of a fact as, like, I like The Office.
Well, they do it in sitcoms a lot, right?
It's cool, but I've seen it before.
We've seen ordained ministers. You know,
I'm not impressed.
Come back when you're an astronaut.
Yeah, come back when you're car pope.
Come back when you're a baby king.
Annie, you said mist up. What mists up in a bathroom?
The mirror. Condensation on the mirror.
Tom, you're almost there. So the mirror's steamed up, and then what happens? You want to brush your hair, check your face, clean your teeth. What do you do?
Uh-oh.
Wipe it.
You can't see yourself very well.
So what do you do?
You wipe it clean.
Okay.
And then you can see yourself all right. Then
what are we missing here? There's got to be something.
What do you do? Do you have some procession you do every time it steams up?
So what action do you do to wipe a mirror clean?
I mean, this does not work in audio, but it's a kind of like waving sideways.
Like a wax on, wax off sort of deal.
it's not Karate Kid. No, it's not waving or waxing. It's another action, which I'm also doing right now, which on audio you can't see.
Scrolling. Oh, he's like swiping left
Ah.
on people. He's swiping on Tinder?
Is this just the guy who invented Tinder?
It is, yes.
That's where the inspiration for the Tinder swipe came from.
250 million, 1,000 Americans
Get married off
with
Tinder?
dating apps?
Every year.
Well, not even just dating apps, like Tinder specifically, Tinder alone.
And the guy came up with the idea for swiping because his bathroom mirror was steamed up. Is that?
After stepping out the shower one day, Badin swiped his hands across his misted up bathroom mirror and saw his own face. And they were trying to think of something else other than just a button, like yes or no, and came up with the swiping idea.
I don't believe that for a second. That's one of those startup stories that some PR agency has come up with like months afterwards. Like the story about Google being spelled that way because someone miswrote a check. I don't think that one's true. I think I remember seeing someone debunk this. This sounds like one of those myths that they've come up with.
All right, we're all going to be in a race now. First one to put out a video debunking this.
But if you want, I have the numbers. Tinder's had 30 billion matches since. Of the 2 million American couples that marry in a typical year, 23% of them meet on a dating app, of which 27% of those 23% use Tinder. So there we go.
Wow, quarter met on an app. That's amazing. I didn't think they worked that well.
I mean, spot the person who's like early millennial. I would never have thought it was that high. Never. I'd have put it at like 5-10% at most for like all dating apps. Wow.
Yeah, same. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm not surprised, but maybe that's because I'm 23.
I guess, right, like, Tom, you and I are sort of aging out of the normal marriage bracket, right? And so it's not us getting
but,
married anymore.
Don't get me wrong. That's entirely true, but also, ouch.
I guess. Because I think the same as you. I would have put it way lower than that.
Thanks, Jenny. As someone who has used a dating app, but I thought it was just for people who'd failed in their relationships later on in life, and then I spoke to like 18 and 19-year-olds, and it's all the rage. Just as they use apps to do everything, they're just like, yeah, we just use an apps to do like regular dating, and I'm like, but you're 18. Go out and meet people in real life. Don't just use an app. But they all do.
I've heard of people that have like met somebody in real life, and then because they weren't sure if they were looking for a relationship, would go on the apps and just obsessively swipe to see if they can find them, which seems like a roundabout way of getting at what you want.
I've had an ex-girlfriend of mine appear on a dating app, and she used a fake name.
Oh.
True story.
I have never used one, and I don't think I ever will. I don't like the idea. It's just I'm clearly too old for this. I am clearly just too old for this.
Like, Tom, thanks. I'm older than you. Thanks. That's really comforting.
I've met people that automate the swiping. Like they write a script to swipe for them. And so they swipe yes.
So they swipe on everybody?
They swipe right on everybody. And then they have better selection. They don't have to waste their time with people that aren't going to match with them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it works.
Yeah, Badin was the co-founder of Tinder. And when stepping out the shower one day, he swiped his mirror to clean it. And that gave him the idea of having the swipe right to match with a person on the app. There we go.